Welcome back to Dark Souls. Last time, we broke the seal of New Londo, and we unflooded it, granting us access to the deeper chambers of New Londo ruins. This time, we're going to go down there. Now we can pull this lever, and the lift will come up. Who knows what could still be down there? The four kings are still alive, the ones who drained humanity from other humans because of their greed. An evil serpent dangled life drain before them. Wait a minute. Before we go down, I just realized something. An evil serpent. Do you think maybe Crestfallen may have been looking for that, and that's why he went to New Londo ruins? He may have been looking for an evil serpent to destroy Frampt. I'm not sure. It could have been Frampt, but it could have been another serpent. Let's just go down. This place is all covered in moss, because all the water is washed away. There are bodies everywhere. I wonder if killing all those dark wraiths was really worth it. They're everywhere. Just piles of them everywhere. They just washed up here, and all these skulls. A mountain of skulls. And there's the way into the Valley of Drakes. Right. They still live. This is a dark wraith. And this is life drain. If you're unlucky enough to get hit by this, you will lose one humanity. You're going to die. Atrocious dark wraith. They're skeletons. They're just barely hanging on. Their bodies have probably all rotted away, and there might be just some their greed will keep them alive. Their malice towards other humans. Yeah, and the drakes are here if you want to mess with them. I wouldn't do that because it's suicidal. But if you want to do it, knock yourself out. We have this shack, a little house on the lower level. And look around the corner and you see a dark wraith. We're not going to get our life drained again. They're tough enemies. Not just that, they're the only enemies in the game that can drop Titanite chunks. If you need to farm Titanite chunks, you gotta go down here to kill dark wraiths. Now we have this mossy lower area. Actually, there was another fog gate right around here. This led us to the place where there were ghosts hanging from under the platform. Oh yeah, they also have that dangerous flurry, so be careful around dark wraiths. Again, they can do a lot of damage very easily. I'm surprised I'm not getting more items. I have so much humanity. bit more to say about these dark wraiths later, but I think I'll say it later. Here we have another enemy, the Mass of Souls. This is what's left of... This is a lump of bodies. The victims of the Londo, of the flooding. They can spew some slime at you to weaken your Estus. And they have this sphere inside them for some reason. I don't know why they do. They can also move very, very quickly for some reason. I don't think slime can move that fast. Oh no, I've been slimed. This is really bad, I've been slimed. I have to wait for it to wear off. There. We're going to die. These things are depressing. And that takes them down. The Mass of Souls does not respawn. It's frankly disgusting, this place. That doesn't make it a bad level, because New Londo is actually one of my favorite levels. It's a lot better than the Tomb of the Giants, that's for sure, but not much competition. You don't have to try to be better than Tomb of the Giants. Another dark wraith hiding in the corner. Alright, I might as well mention it. If you are extremely lucky, the Dark Wraith has a chance of dropping a Titanite slab. A Titanite slab. One of these. Reinforcing a standard weapon to 15. This is what you need for the final reinforcement. Oh, I didn't mention what Titanite chunks are. Titanite chunk for weapon reinforcement, not found outside of Lordran. Reinforces standard weapons to plus 14. It goes from 11 to 14. With the discovery of chunks in Lordran, the race to locate the legendary slabs has begun. But could they be near myth? I don't know. Titanite chunks are not found in Lordran, so the best a normal blacksmith can do is to plus 10. Anything higher is a weapon that deserves to be praised by the gods. Let's just say that. What's up here? Lift. This takes us back to the beginning of New Londo. I don't know why you would use this as a shortcut. It's very dangerous, but whatever floats your boat. We have a humanity. Great, that'll make up for the one that I lost. Wait a minute. All the way up here. Consume. Let's go here. Up these stairs. That was a mistake, I ran too much. Now here we are on the other side of where we saw the first Banshee. On the other side. Let's see what there is over here on this side. Yeah, this is the place. Doesn't go any further here. All we can do is go up these stairs. Dead end here. What's over here? A treasure chest. Gotta check, not a minute. the very large ember. This is the actual ember from New Londo, unlike the large flame ember. Let's check it out. Ember required for weapon ascension. Huge ember of highest qualities. Handled by the blacksmiths of Astora. Ascension for plus 10 standard weapon. Allows reinforcement to plus 15. On par with the greatest weapons of legend. The greatest weapons of legend. Well, it makes sense why New Londo would have this thing. The gods of Londo gave it to them to make great weapons. To make godly weapons. The blacksmiths of Astora. Maybe Andre can make some use of this like he made use of the large ember to get us to plus 10. Well, we're gonna have to, because plus 10 doesn't exactly cut it anymore. Because everything is scaled for plus 10. Wait a minute, wait. Where's the path back down? There. And this is the next part. We're out of the building. And we're in what's left of the flood. There's another dark rig. You compare them too. There. Huh. Didn't think I'd get one of those. Wait a minute. Something's not right. I have to quit the game. Where were we? Ah, yes. Killing a dark wraith. I don't think we need these anymore. We just got a dark hand. This is a fist weapon. Let's see. It's an indestructible weapon too, with occult damage. The dark wraiths, incited by Koth, use the power of the dark soul to absorb humanity, an art shared by this weapon, which also acts as a special shield. The ancients particularly could sap the humanity of even a replete saint in the blink of an eye. Koth. We've heard that name before. The cracked eye orb allows players to imitate the ability to invade, normally limited to the dark wraiths of Koth. Who's Koth? The Dark Soul? What's the Dark Soul? Well, whatever it is, I'd like to show what it looks like. This thing is pretty cool. This is the Dark Hand. It gives you the power to use the thing to shield that the dark wraith can do. You can parry with it too. You can only use it as a shield. To be able to use the power of life drain, you have to put it in the other hand. I'll do that right now. Watch. Well, of course you have the regular punch, but you have life drain. And you actually can use that on other humans to drain their humanity. It works. If you're ever that desperate for humanity. Here's that dark wraith Carcass. This is an illusory wall. And what's this right here? Another dark wraith. They're everywhere down here. Wow, that flooding didn't help at all. They're still around. And I think that one's about to jump off a cliff. Or not. I thought he would. But he didn't. No, you don't. What's this? This is a chest that's not a mimic. A Titanite chunk. I don't know why there's a chest with a Titanite chunk in it. That's kind of a waste of a chest, but whatever. More cracked red-eye orbs. We're getting closer to the source of where these come from, because these are weapon pools of dark rays. Now we're about to enter the ghost house from the lower level. Once we deal with this dark ray. Don't you dare. No. That does it, that should do it. More Titanite chunks. Still hoping for that Titanite slab though. This down here would lead back to where we started. But we're not going down there because there's no way back up. And besides, our duty hasn't been completed yet. We're gonna go in here briefly, get away from that mass of souls in the back, because another enemy is gonna show up, another dark ray. These dark rays are fun to fight. New Londo would be a lot better if the ghosts were less obnoxious. This is terrifying. Don't you? Die. No, don't. Down and swing. The two masses of souls that don't respawn are dead. Get him. It doesn't work on dark rays. It works on skeletons. They can also drop 2 Titanite chunks sometimes. And what's in here? Not a mimic. Another Titanite chunk. We have a lot of them. Just how many do we have? 17. That's really good. We can get 2 upgrades this way. We can get 2 things up to plus 14 that way, once we have the means to do so. Don't you dare. And this is the end of the road. I'll be back. I just need to take a screenshot of something. It's the end of the road now. I think New Londo's about to end. The abyss awaits us. Let's go through the pod. No abyss. It's just a little tower. The abyss is down there. Before we go down there, preparations. Because this might be the most difficult thing to do in Dark Souls 1. Maybe even the entire series. We're gonna equip the gold pine resin, and most importantly, do not forget the Covenant of Artorias. We'll need it to be able to traverse the abyss. Otherwise, it'll just take us in immediately. It'll swallow us up, like it swallowed up the four kings. And we have our preparations ready. I think I might be using Great Combustion too, maybe. Well, four kings are down there. No regrets, huh? It's almost time. Everything could be messed up here. It's all in or nothing. The stairs end here. I did it. I actually did it. The four kings have been defeated. Whoa. That was insane. Well, the four kings are probably the toughest boss in the entire game, and you gotta do a lot of preparation for them. But we defeated them. I'm still in shock. How many resins did I use? I used 9, 11. I only used 3 resins, but I used 5 flasks. I thought I'd be using more. I expected more dangerous stuff, because multiple times some of the kings tried to use life drain on me to suck a humanity out, to suck it up. They also had a bunch of magic, and they can gang up on you. If they gang up on you, you are screwed. Well, guess we did it. We're in the abyss now. Four kings are no more. Bequeathed Lord Soul Shard, soul of the four kings who fell to dark. Soul of one of the four kings who fell to dark. A fragment of a Lord Soul discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Lord Gwyn recognized the foresight of these 4 great leaders of New Londo, and granted them their ranks and the fragments of a great soul. Although this is not a full Lord Soul, it can still satiate the Lord Vessel. So that's why Lord Gwyn gave them his parts of his soul. The 4 kings had foresight. It's a shame that foresight couldn't prepare them for what they would do with the power of life drain given to them by some evil serpent. I'm still surprised that Gwyn willingly gave up a piece of his soul for humans. He saw potential in them. Not just that. The four kings actually helped Gwyn in the war against the dragons. It's not mentioned, but they helped. So did Havel. So this means that humans did exist during this war. Now, watch what happens when I take this thing off. Did you see it? That's right. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Once the four kings are defeated, you can walk around in the abyss normally. This may have been just a gameplay convenience, but I think there's more to life than that. When the four kings were in the abyss, he was tainted by their greed and desire for humanity. Now that the greed and desire is gone, it's almost like we belong here. Let's just walk around here. A bonfire. Next time on Dark Souls, we find out what's inside the abyss. See you then.